And your file would be the A. That would be yours. I can tell because of the time. It didn't take you much longer from the boss onward.
Yeah, should I put new game or...
No, you want to do continue. If you do new, you're starting the whole file over.
Yeah.
Well, yep, you see that freaking, that icon that's kind of, you know, part of the Metroid series as a whole. No, you have a checklist of how many of every upgrade are in this area.
Yep. And you can use this to clean up.
Yep, basically now you don't know where everything is, but you know how much of everything is in every single zone. If you keep hitting the minus button, they have it for every area.
Yep.
So basically, you just know to explore. As long as you explore everything, you'll find everything.
Thankfully, we don't have to go back to Ridley's lair.
Yep. They even have two where you have to battle freaking Mother Brain. One of those is also one of my least favorite of the game. That's probably number 2.
Yep.
But the energy tank down there was my number 1.
Yeah. That energy tank isn't nearly as bad for me. There's another one I freaking hate.
You're probably better at precise space jumping than I am in all fairness, but then again,
yeah.
I abuse the Shine Spark. I love using that freaking thing. It makes it so much
I like
easier
the
to
Shine Spark
explore.
as well, but I think it's also because... I guess it's also because I've been playing other games as well, and doing no damage runs has kind of taught me to kind of weigh in how to make it feel so that... Specifically Mega Man Zero.
Your pure actual platforming prowess is probably better than mine when it comes to maneuverability.
Yeah, my maneuverability is just, I guess, the best way to describe it.
I can do really well with speed and brute force, but you're probably better at precision than I am.
Yeah. I think that's also... Yeah, because
I'm
I've
an
been doing a lot
impatient
of...
bastard.
It's like, you have to remember, I played stuff like Gunvolt and Mega Man Zero on, like, Metroid runs.
Maybe you would be good at Rayman 1.
You know? The sad thing is, you may not be entirely wrong. Watch me somehow be more competent in the blind run.
That would be impressive. Man, if I brought my PlayStation Classic, we could do that. We did just go to the Rayman Origins, though. Well, then again.
I mean, that's for the group channel. But then again, this is also for the group channel in a way, so let's reel back
It's part of both, but yeah.
Maybe one day I'll get to Legends.
Yeah. Let's see, any other major announcements from there? Let's see.
Oh yeah, speaking of Rayman, there was DLC, right? For,
yeah, they did.
Sparks
Ubisoft had a thing, and there was a brief little teaser of Rayman and the final expansion for the Mario plus Rabbids. It's going to be Rayman, Rabbid Mario, and Rabbid Peach in their own adventure. Similar to the Donkey Kong one from the first Mario plus Rabbids game.
What sucks for me is that while I got back Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for Future Redeem, my brother took Sparks of Hope.
Ah.
I was going to complain, but it's like, I got other games.
In all fairness, I'm still working on Tears of the Kingdom before I finish off Sparks of Hope.
Yeah.
I just want that game done with. I want to find all the shrines and uncover all the underground and then beat the final boss. After that, I'm done with it. I'm not going to go after all the side quests or get the best weapons or whatever the fuck or find everything else. I just want all the shrines, all the underground uncovered, and main game beaten. Then I'll consider it satisfying.
I mean,
I'll admit, I have had more fun building vehicles in that game than I thought I would. The auto build helps. I'll admit, though, it is fun to see some videos of things that some people created. Basically have created fucking, like, mechanoid monstrosities, firing lasers and everything. I built my own Gundam to kill everybody. It's like, Link, you must save me and rescue me from Ganon's clutches. Meanwhile, whee! Just blasting all these Pokemon. I must kill everything.
Yeah.
Hey, Link, Link, can you hurry up and go rescue Zelda? Hang on, I gotta kill these guys! Oh, another Blood Moon? More destruction! He's never gonna rescue her, is he? Nope.
He's just stuck in...
Hey, you guys like the feeling of freedom in these games, right? I'm embracing it! I mean, you're not wrong. You gotta get to the end at some point, says you. You know nothing. But yeah, you know, a final expansion could be a spark of hope for Ubisoft remembering Rayman.
I doubt it.
We didn't know Rayman again. It's been 11 years, man.
Honestly,
10 years, whatever.
Honestly, considering how Ubisoft is nowadays, I'd rather them not even touch it.
I mean,
as sad as it sounds for me to say it.
Oh yeah, there was news of one of the senior designers for Rayman Legends passed away recently. The dude was 40 years old too.
Oh.
He passed away like less than a week from when we recorded this.
Ah.
Like one of the lead designers, I think he was working on Beyond Good and Evil 2 when he passed.
That's unfortunate.
He's apparently one of the bigger reasons why Rayman Legends was as good as it was. At least from an actual design standpoint.
Yeah.
Like the actual programming part. Because goddamn, Rayman Legends still is considered one of the greatest 2D platformers. I have noticed that. Like, you hear people talk a lot of shit on a lot of Ubisoft's games. Rayman's like almost never brought up in the same light like that. Rayman, like most of the Rayman games, are never really talked shit on, except for honestly probably 2. Except for honestly the first 3, and the mobile spin-offs technically.
What, for people? What are you talking about? People like giving it grief? You mean?
Yeah. Well, more because 2 has aged. Some people don't like
The
some
combat
of
focus of 3.
Yeah. People prefer the more hardcore platforming of the first 2 games.
Yeah.
Then again, 1 is archaic.
Yep. Arcade is what.
Also, I'm not the biggest fan of traditional platformers having backtracking. It just sounds odd.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, some people like it what it is, good for you, but it could just be weird and off-putting for some. Oh god. It would be fun to go to the original Rayman. Hey, I at least, in my recent, like, memory of the game, I did remember there was a cheat for it. Basically gave you infinite continues. Oh, you have 3 or less continues. Okay, press up, down, left, right. Oh, I have 10 again! I can keep dying now!
I can afford to die.
Makes my lives feel useless. God. I'll say, I wouldn't admire the game for being punishingly difficult, though. To a certain extent. Oh, you know, I never knew that path to get back in there. I never knew that existed.
Yeah, might as
I just
well.
knew the power bomb, and I was like, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, this is a decent shortcut.
Yeah,
Unless there's anything else down there I missed.
Nah, I don't think so. Yep, there's a lot to uncover here. And now we have the power bomb. We can go back to the very end of the frickin' thing. We can do that. Well, we can say that as our last power, the very end of the, back in the room we need the power bomb for. We can say that for after we get everything else back everywhere else.
Yep. So why don't we start by...
Just explore, man. Just explore. It's really all I can do.
Wait, what am I waiting on that one for?
Oh yeah! Another thing the Nintendo Direct was actually accidentally leaked weeks before. Persona 5 Tactics. We have a strategy spin-off for Persona 5.
And it plays a bit like XCOM, which I'm interested in seeing.
Yeah, I mean, hey. You say what you want about keeping it in the same universe and using the same characters again, whoring it out, but hey, if it works, it works. Besides, they expand the personalities enough. It's gotta have a good enough dose, though, for real, for me to really be invested. It won't feel genuine without freaking Ryuji. I keep bringing it. That's a big meme with the freaking game, especially the dub. For real? He does it all the time. God damn it.
I love it in spite of it, though.
Yep, I know. Apparently he's like one of the best party members in that game, apparently. Once you unlock his like last ability,
Oh yeah,
he is wrecks house with his physical moves.
he's a walking tank.
Crazy, your best partners come early on in the game. Mine's Morgana, apparently. He's your best healer, but others can take over for his healing capabilities, so you don't really need him.
Yeah, I would usually prefer what's her face,
Makoto or An.
Makoto, mostly
Yeah.
because
Apparently Haru's pretty good too. At least if I remember correctly. You can powerbomb through there. Oh, but yeah, it just backtracks you. Don't forget, you use a save station refills your ammo as well.
yeah, I know, I'm just trying to figure out anyone to go. Actually, wait.
You could just blow up the door and say fuck it and save it for later. Once it's blown up, it's freaking saved as being blown up. Hey, what the? Too bad powerbombs don't hurt them.
Yeah. No, they do.
Oh, yeah, another thing wasn't announced in that, but was also leaked along with Persona 5 Tactics. Persona 3 Remake. Or Persona 3 Reload, to be exact.
Yep.
Which sounds like they're hardening a little more on the Persona 5 stuff to make it more appealing. Which I guess in all fairness is nice.
I know some people are kind of upset because they're not including some of the additional things that they added from...
The portable version?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that they added an extra protagonist in the PSP version.
Where am I?
I kind of thought it was more of a, I kind of thought the portable version had... I assume the portable version had different stuff, but not more stuff, but I guess it did have more. Just killed in like the visual novel approach the Portal version had.
Yeah. But I think that had more to do with...
But basically, it sounds like it's basically turning Persona 3 into Persona 5, which, well, hey, I'm sure it'll be good.
Hey.
I love Persona 5. I'm sure I'll be willing to take 3. You don't need that speed boost segment for anything, by the way. It's more of a shortcut during the escape sequence.
Yeah.
And it's a complicated shortcut. I've never gotten it to work myself.
At that point, I think I'd rather just take the power bombs.
You just gotta get to a save station to refill them. Sure. Oh, God. Oh, God, it feels like Metroid 1 for real.
Yep. Thankfully, I have a map. It's just... I'm trying to find my way around this place. It's just... There's one particular place I want to get to.
Yeah. I know apparently one of the big news I heard about Persona 3 Reload some people are a fan of. Apparently there's a thing where, like... You know how you get, like, your confidants and your friendships with people in the Persona 5? Apparently in 3... They had a mechanic where basically, if you did pay enough attention to certain ones of them, you would lose friendship with them
over
time.
That's a dumb mechanic.
Apparently, they're greatly lessening that in the remake.
They should just remove that, because that's kind of a dumb mechanic.
Apparently, they're somewhat keeping it, but not making it as severe. But apparently, some people do appreciate that it's a thing. Which I guess, in all fairness...
As a gameplay mechanic, I get...
I mean,
I understand for the immersion aspect if someone wants to argue that, but as a gameplay mechanic, I think it's kind of shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to
They probably want to keep some of the core of the game in there, I guess. They don't want to make it feel completely... I'm sure they just don't want it for people to be like, oh, it's basically Persona 5, but different. They don't want it to feel exactly like Persona 5.
I understand that argument, though, to be fair.
Yeah. How annoying would that be? You basically had a new game that had the exact same mechanics as the one before it.
Yeah.
Just putting a different world in it. That's honestly almost as bad as putting a game with different mechanics in the same world. Tears of the Kingdom. It can work, but if you're really lazy with it, it shows.
Yeah.
And it gets to the point, it's like, it may not be bad, but it gets to the point, I'm just going to choose one over the other. Because the other, in my eyes, is shit compared to this one.
Yeah.
That's how I feel with A Link to the Past compared to A Link Between Worlds. I kind of like the Link to the Past succinct style approach better.
Fair.
I'm also wasn't the biggest fan of the wall merging stuff in Link Between Worlds.
I enjoyed it.
I did like the approach for the latter game dungeons, though. I really did like that. But otherwise, also the having to pay for keeping or renting all the items was also kind of annoying.
I just waited till I was able to buy them on the whole anyway.
I mean, yeah, I did too. That's the problem is you keep having to grind rupees. It was just annoying to know you had to do that.
Yeah.
That's all. Oh yeah, they have a second Detective Pikachu game. I forgot that was a thing. People just thought they were going to port the first one over to Switch, but no, we're getting a new one instead. Oh yeah, they are porting Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon to Switch.
That's nice.
You did play Dark Moon, right?
I played all three of the games at this point.
Okay, yeah. You played 1 and 2 on 3DS, you played the Switch one, okay.
Yep.
I was going to say, you didn't play it, would be a good time to jump into it. It is nice for people that missed out on the 3DS version. Now they just gotta bring Samus Returns to Switch.
Yep, and then the circle is finally complete.
They have every core Metroid game on... Oh wait, they don't have Zero Mission on there
They don't
yet.
have Zero Mission, do they?
But they've hinted apparently they've seen like files for it within the code for the Switch Online stuff, so...
It's probably just gonna be...
They're thinking it's coming. I mean, why wouldn't it? At least they made sure like most of the core Metroid games were like there like the beginning of each of the services they brought. Like, original Metroid was there from the start, Super Metroid was there from the start for Super Nintendo, Metroid 2 was there from the start for friggin' Game Boy. They brought Fusion within a month after they had the Game Boy Advance ones there. I mean, I guess Zero Mission is technically a remake, so I guess...
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got Prime Remastered. So... Did we talk about Prime Remastered when we last... We did, probably.
I think we did, but...
Yeah, we're talking about the remakes, remasters thing, yeah. That was good. I did like having the multiple control options, so you could play with a controller, you like the GameCube version, or... Well, the GameCube version controls sucked, but... The Switch versions were a lot better because they actually took advantage of the dual stick. Oh no, I broke the bridge! Just like
now
Super
we can
Metroid.
break the outside.
Yep.
I didn't notice this thing for the longest time.
Yeah. Well, you didn't play Super Metroid. That was kind of more of a hint at that game.
Yep.
But say, I don't think Fusion did anything like that.
Nope.
Was this your first Metroid game or was Fusion?
Fusion was my first.
Okay, yeah. Man, what a weird one to have be your first, in all fairness. Well, you don't need the Shine Spark for this, but it's a lot easier if you do. Because, fuck you, I'm taking this power up.
Hey, it's a great bomb!
Oh yeah, they have the Arkham Trilogy coming to Switch, which is nice. Well, not counting Origins.
Yeah.
Although it's doing the frickin' thing they did with the Spyro Trilogy. First game's gonna be on the cartridge.
You gotta download the other two.
Yup. I mean, for the Switch version, it was just Switch version, I can understand that to a point. Because they don't want the... What's the thing? Like, apparently they have to pay, like, extra money to do, like, upgrades to, like, a bigger cartridge. I think it is capable of doing, like, a 32 gigabyte cartridge for the Switch, but I think it, like, costs a little extra to do that. That's what some people refer to as the Switch tax, if they've actually been willing to do that.
Ah.
Because I guess it holds not as much space as a Blu-ray does.
Yeah, so they can't really... It takes a certain level of effort to have to optimize it for something like that.
Yeah.
And then there comes the debate of whether or not it's even worth it at all. Screw you, by the way.
Just Dance is there. Yeah, cool. Alright! Well, I was going to say, speaking of remakes, although technically kind of counting in that as well, we have announced the Master Collection for Metal Gear Solid, Volume 1.
Yeah, I've heard about that.
Metal Gear Solids 1, 2, Substance, and 3, well, Metal Gear Solids 2 and 3, they're going off the ports that were in the HD versions for the Xbox One and PS3. Or Xbox 360, PS3. Yeah, they have those versions on there. No Twin Snakes, though, which I found a little odd.
Not many people like Twin Snakes.
Also coming the NES versions of Metal Gears 1 and 2, and I think a couple of the Game Boy games as well. And it's a nice thing to say that apparently it's Volume 1.
Yep.
Meaning 2 could potentially have frickin' Peace Walker 5 and finally coming off of PlayStation 3, 4. They're gonna have to change some of the dialogue though.
Yep.
So I remember there's a dialogue thing in 4 about something about changing the discs.
Yeah, there was.
You gotta go to
he's like,
disc 2. Do you see the CD labeled disc 2?
And it's like, oh wait, I forgot. We're on Blu-rays now. Isn't technology great?
Get a grip, Otacon! I wonder what they're gonna come up with next. Bro, could you not? You not right now?
Yeah, I'm just taking it.
I hate that I got spoiled that. It is funny though.
It is, yeah.
And that's one thing I know about 4. Apparently it has a lot of throwbacks to the first Solid game.
It does. For better and for worse.
And I remember for one video, Shadow Moses, Shadow Moses, Shadow Moses, Shadow Moses. I imagine we're going back to Shadow Moses Island at some point.
Oh yeah, I did spoil you on that one.
And I know Liquid is back.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Big boss, how did you survive?
Nanomachines. God damn it. I never remember the sun being so flat. Oh god. But yeah, speaking of remakes, we're having a Metal Gear Solid Delta. They're starting from the chronological beginning of Metal Gear Solid for a remake of the series.
Honestly, not the worst idea.
I mean, hey, it'll be interesting to see what approach the game is like without Kojima at the helm. But in case anybody's going to be wondering, apparently Kojima did say that basically he got kicked off Konami. He was just like, you guys can do whatever with the brand, whatever you want at this point. I don't care anymore. Sucks, but hey, love to see what a different director can come up with.
I'm just more concerned because Konami hasn't really been doing much good.
Well, the thing is, apparently a lot of the developers that did Metal Gear Solid 3 are still there for the remake, from what I've heard, so
I'm just more concerned about what Konami's going to do in the background.
that is true. That is true. They more had a problem with Kojima as a whole, because he was very loose cannon, I guess is a decent way to put it, with his ideas.
Then again, that
was
doesn't
part of the charm of the series.
Then again, it doesn't really save Konami from everything else that they did.
Yeah. And there's one thing they've been good at lately, it's been releasing a lot of their older games and doing it in a pretty deep, good way.
Yeah,
honestly, kind of the best compared to some of the others.
Yeah.
Would you say Nintendo's sort of re-releases some of their old games in the best of ways? Where Switch Online not allowing you to actually own these games, and then basically straight up having ports for some of it. Not even like really upscaling anything majorly.
Yeah.
Like, man. Nintendo gets kind of lazy with that. Even Sony did that pretty well when going up to PS3 with some of their PlayStation 1 and 2 games.
Yeah, that's one of the big problems with
Oh, man. Well, you know, since I have the HD collection, I have Twin Snakes, I'm probably not going to get Volume 1, but, well, it's nice for those that want to have it on modern consoles.
Okay, so I'm missing an energy tank.
And you've only played 3, right?
I played through the first 3.
Okay, you have played through 1 and 2, okay. I imagine original 1 and probably...
I played through 2 on the collection on the PS...
3?
Actually, I probably should have been asking you this, but I probably want to put up a guide of where the pallets are because, like I said...
Oh, right. Yeah, it could be hard to find some of these.
Yeah.
I think I do know where most of them are. You just need to get out of this corner of the map. This is kind of a whole dead-end area, so you want to leave again.
Yeah.
I do know where mostly everything is. Like, if we look through the map, I could probably tell you where mostly everything is. I just gotta pay more attention. But yeah, you gotta get out of this whole corner first. You gotta get back to the blue area.
This entire area is...
Actually, go back to where you blew up the glass bridge. You want to go there. You gotta go blast the missiles to get through there again. There's no other way to get back to that side. Because that's a fall-through thing. You gotta go through there. So get back to the glass bridge, and then you want to go through the door to the left when you get to there. The door underneath the glass bridge where you broke it.
Yeah, so basically I was wasting my time here. Got it.
You know, I'll at least keep my eye on Metal Gear Solid Delta.
Yeah, I'll be looking from the outside.
It'll be interesting to see what it's like doing one of those games without Kojima's vision behind it. Whether people are going to see it as a ripoff of somebody trying to be like Kojima, or if somebody's going to have a unique take that's not going to be as weird or ridiculous. But will it feel as good without it? That is the real question. I'll admit, I have liked 2 less and less the more I think about it because of how weird 2 is. Don't get me wrong, Solus is great, and the gameplay is definitely better than the first game, including the bosses. But
there's a lot to take in with that
the
game.
cutscenes are ridiculous. And from what little I've dabbled in with 4, 4's worse with that.
Oh yeah, 4 is absolutely worse with that. I'm not gonna...
I imagine some segments it's basically like watching a movie.
Basically.
Like, actually. Oh god, I remember how long the ending was for frickin' 1 through 3. Oh god, how long is the ending for 4? Oh god. Well, hey, I'll say this. Kojima's very good at crafting a narrative.
Yep.
But,
for better and for worse.
Yeah. It's kind of a detriment to what AAA gaming has become in a way. Where they feel have to push the story so much in people's face they saw what people loved from Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, it's like
and just remember it's a Japanese developer. Amazing how much the friggin' Western gaming companies were influenced by another Japanese company.
It's like they took influences from the wrong places, question mark?
Yeah. I don't know if I exactly say the wrong places, but... Oh, right, the Shine Spark thing through there. Like you're wondering how to get that. You're gonna feel weird. Yep, you can go to the wall over here, by the way. There's more to get in here. More Shine Spark there. You gotta activate Shine Spark in the bottom of this room. To do that, you gotta do it from somewhere else.
First.
Yep, that's how you get that item.